Welcome to the Developing Professional Practice module. This is a CIPD module and is also known as 5DVP. This module is brought to you by Professional Futures. I'm Tracy Callahan and I'll be taking you through the Developing Professional Practice module, or the 5DVP unit. I currently teach CIPD courses at an approved centre within the UK and thought this guide might be useful and helpful to you if perhaps you're studying the CIPD qualification and you've either missed some classes or didn't understand. Following this unit and guide will help you and take you through the steps that you'll need to complete to successfully submit your 5DVP assignment. The Developing Professional Practice module is a Level 5 unit and it has a credit value of 4. The CIPD states that there are 20 unit guided learning hours associated with this module, and that means that you can expect to have 20 hours of teaching to help you complete. This may comprise of actual teaching in a classroom, or it could be that you've been directed to complete some reading or even an activity. Or it could even be that you're watching this series of videos. In addition to this, there is an expectation that you will undertake 20 hours of learning yourself. So again, that might be following activities or conducting some research which will help you to complete the assignment. So the unit is designed to help you to develop a sound understanding of the knowledge, skills and behaviours required by a HR professional, and that would apply whether you're in a generalist or a specialist role. Now, those knowledge, skills and behaviours mentioned are described in further detail on the CIPD profession map. The unit itself has 3 learning outcomes. So when you've completed this assignment, you will understand what's required to be an effective and efficient HR professional. You'll be able to perform efficiently and effectively as a HR professional, and you'll be able to apply CPD techniques to construct, implement and review a personal development plan. This unit embraces the CIPD's Thinking Performer perspective, and you can find out more about this on their website. And it covers the competencies needed by a HR professional in both a personal capacity or when you're collaborating and working with others. It also covers you when you're functioning efficiently and effectively in an organisational context. It will also enable you to assess your own strengths and then identify a continuing professional development plan, or a CPD plan, and this is based on the capabilities required for ethical and business focused and interpersonal professional conduct. To help you to successfully submit your Developing Professional Practice or 5DVP unit, I've broken this guidance down into small chunks. So this video you're watching is an introduction to the unit. The contents you'll find for each video are the same. There will be a set of slides for each section so you can make your notes as you progress through, and there'll also be a video for each section. Each of the sections are mapped closely to the assessment criteria. So let's have a look at the assessment criteria for this unit and see which videos can help you with each section. For Learning Outcome 1, you're asked to understand what is required to be an effective and efficient HR professional. So this is broken down into 2 assessment criteria. 1.1 is evaluate what it means to be a HR professional, making reference to the current CIPD profession map, and assessment criteria 1.2 asks you to briefly describe the elements of group dynamics and give at least 2 examples of conflict resolution methods within a HR context. To help you to answer Learning Outcome 1, which was understand what is required to be an effective and efficient HR professional, 3 videos have been created to support you with this. Video 2 includes an overview of the HR profession map. Video 3 looks at some models of group dynamics, and Video 4 looks at conflict resolution methods. So Video 2 aligns to Assessment Criteria 1.1, and both Video 3 and 4 will be useful to help you answer Assessment Criteria 1.2. Moving on to Learning Outcome 2, which is be able to perform efficiently and effectively as a HR professional. This says, with reference to a recent or a current project, and that project can be large or small, which you have led or been part of the project team, you should be able to provide evidence of using project management in the course of the project, and that will help you cover Assessment Criteria 2.1. With reference to the recent or current project which you've led or been part of, you should be able to provide evidence of using problem-solving techniques in the course of the project, and that will help you to complete Assessment Criteria 2.2. And for 2.3, you're asked to explain how you successfully influenced, persuaded and negotiated with others in the course of the project. If you didn't influence, persuade or negotiate during the project, you can choose an other related activity. So to help you answer Learning Outcome 2, which was be able to perform efficiently and effectively as a HR professional, I've produced 3 videos to map over to the assessment criteria. Video 5 explains components of project management and breaks it down into chunks that you may recognise as part of your project. Video 6 explains problem-solving techniques and again provides examples of problem-solving techniques that you might have used during your project. And Video 7 explains how to influence, persuade and negotiate. So you can see clearly that Video 5 relates to Assessment Criteria 2.1, Video 6 relates to Assessment Criteria 2.2 and Video 7 relates to Assessment Criteria 2.3. Moving on to look at Learning Outcome 3, which is be able to apply CPD techniques to construct, implement and review a personal development plan. This is split into 3 assessment criteria, and Assessment Criteria 3.1 asks you to undertake a self-assessment of one area of your practice, to identify your professional development needs in that area, and then come up with some options to address these needs. Assessment Criteria 3.2 asks you to then produce a professional development plan or a PDP, which will help you to meet your professional development needs, and here you need to include a justification of the options that you choose. And Assessment Criteria 3.3 asks you that during your programme you should provide a reflective summary of your performance against the plan, and you should also identify any future development needs and record these in your PDP. So to help you complete Learning Outcome 3, which was be able to apply CPD techniques to construct, implement and review a personal development plan, I've created 3 videos which will help you to answer each assessment criteria. So Video 8 explains the self-assessment of one of the professional areas. Video 9 explains the production of a development plan, and Video 10 explains the completion of a development record. So you can see Video 8 relates to 3.1, Video 9 relates to 3.2 and Video 10 relates to 3.3. These videos are particularly useful because I've included examples of a self-assessment, including a template that you could use to complete your own. In Video 9, I've included an example of a development plan and included a template of a plan that you could use to complete your own. And again in Video 10, I've included an example of a development record and included a template that you can use. The final video is Video 11, which is the assignment guide. Here you'll find a summary of the unit, some final checks and top tips to make sure that you're successful when you submit your assignment. It would be a good idea to watch the whole video series, including video 11, before you start to attempt the questions. In video 11, you'll find a template that you can use to submit your assignment, as this assignment needs to be submitted in the form of an e-portfolio. If you have any queries including extra support or the need for tutorials during this unit, then please contact me on info@professionalfutures.com. You can visit our website here where you'll find more resources to help you complete the assignment. And you can subscribe to our YouTube channel where you'll find free taster sessions for other ILM and CIPD units. You'll also find some free taster sessions for our teacher training courses. One of the free sessions will show below, so I hope you enjoy this next video before you join me for session 2 of the Developing Professional Practice module.